As we keep it rolling with the third commit of the week, the Buckeyes must really like this guy because he only played 3 football games last year. He also had a transition from Pennsylvania to IMG Academy. And I had to go back to his freshman stats, which are pretty insignificant at this point. So, Kevin, we're looking at Cameron Brickle, who's now at IMG Academy.
Yeah, he's bounced around a lot during his high school career, and he's somebody that you just have to put the tape on, because I think that if you sit there and you allow yourself to get too caught up in the numbers, they'll be like, again, what are they doing? I mean, you could go and get this kid out of Ohio in a lot of regards, but 6'2", 305, he can move. I'm 6'2", 275, and I can't move. I can't move the way that this kid can move. Granted, he's also 30-some years my junior, but over and above that, I mean, I think that this is another player that has a tremendous amount of upside. I think that that is the theme of these 3 kids that we're going to be talking about, with Cam being the third. A lot of upside. Will Ohio State be able to get the most out of him, be able to kind of unlock the full potential? He hasn't really been able to string together enough games here recently to know exactly what that might look like. So, get him within the program, get him in the strength and conditioning, get everything in the right direction. You might have to knock 10, 15 pounds off him to put 7, 8 pounds back on him. What do you want him to play at? I would assume about 3 bills. He could sit there and play the one, kind of be the next Caden McDonald type of situation. But, I think there's a lot to like there as Mark puts the tape on. And guys his size shouldn't move that size, shouldn't be able to move that way.
Yeah, I think that in the limited amount of time that he's played, you can see his natural ability and how dominant he can be. He plays with, as our guys say here, heavy hands, and knocks people backward and wins his one-on-one battle there, up front. So strong at the point of attack and can move well laterally. I mean, those are great traits, obviously, you want for a defensive tackle. And looks to me like his best football is going to be in front of him, obviously, with the stops and starts. He's been at 2 different schools, and, now getting the chance to have the best coaching in the country at the prep school. So we'll see how that goes. But, I'm very much intrigued by Cameron Brickle, and I want to see what direction this goes. He also took visits to Penn State, Maryland, and Florida State. So those were the other schools that he really considered. Number 537 nationally in the composite, number 53 defensive lineman according to 24/7 Sports. So again, not a guy that they're figuring to come in and play next year in 2026, but perhaps in his second, third, fourth year, he's a guy that'll make a difference, I think, up there for the Buckeyes.
Definitely those rankings in the state of Florida and Texas run deep. So you can go 50, 60, 70 players deep in those states, and
still
they
get
just
quality.
keep coming and coming.